Hello, Raul.
Hi,
Where are you from?
I'm from Mexico, but for work I'm living in Cincinnati, traveling every 2 weeks to Mexico to visit my family.
That's quite a lot of miles you're putting on.
Yes,
What part of Mexico? The coast or the mountains?
and in Guadalajara is nearby the coast.
Yeah.
It's not the coast, but it's about 100 miles.
So why Cincinnati?
For
It's not
my
much.
for work, actually, my base is in Guadalajara, Mexico, but I'm traveling every 2 weeks to Guadalajara. I'm assigned in Cincinnati in a project.
Well, you picked the right class to come to. We're going to have a little bit of fun today, and we're going to practice speaking.
Yes,
Hi,
please.
Raphael.
I need it.
Not a problem, Raul. And Raphael, hello, sir.
Hello, Simon.
It's been a long time. You've been very busy.
Very, very busy. I had to learn to let English aside for a while because I'm a busy schedule and haven't had enough time to study and practice.
Well, the good news is I'm having a few later classes right now because I've got to look after my son, so he goes to bed at 7. That means I can teach at 7. Well, 7 my time, that is.
Okay.
So it's good to have you, Raul. And I see somebody else just joined us. And who's this gentleman here? Philip, sir, where are you from?
I'm an African I'm living in Montreal, Canada.
Ah, at Montréal,
Yes,
the
yes,
Quebec
yes,
province.
yes.
Yeah, very good. Yes, it's probably about 5 hours from me.
Okay, okay, yes, yes. You live in Ottawa?
No, I live in near Toronto.
Okay, okay. You're not very far
Yeah.
from us.
No, it's pretty close.
Mm.
Well, this is great. I've got some new students that I haven't had before, and one student I haven't seen in a long time. I thought I'd wait a little bit before we get started because what will happen is students will join us, like Ivan, and they won't know what we're doing. So I don't know how many people read the description, but this is kind of how the class goes. I will show each of you a picture. I then want you to look at the picture and describe it in as much detail as you can. The goal isn't to speak very, very fast. The goal is to see how descriptive you can be in a short period of time. So I'll be using a timer, this one here, and when the time's up, you'll hear this sound. Okay, when you hear that sound, stop talking and we'll go on to the next student. By doing it this way, you get a turn much quicker, and if it's just for students, you'll get a lot of talk time. So I'm going to start with Raul, then I'll go to Raphael, then Philip, and then Ivan.
Okay.
Okay, so I have to share my screen for this. Raul, could you describe this picture?
Yes, it's a dolphin that is ride by a woman, and isn't the woman? It looks like some a little concerned. He's in the sea, and what else? Uh, she looks like I don't know. She thought that that dolphin is a horse, but what else? What else? Uh, mm, it looks like that it's cold because the woman has a coat, and what else? It's a little crazy that picture.
Okay, good, thank you. All right, so you might be thinking, this is tough. Well, let me
Yes.
make it easier for you. imagine I'm blind and you're describing this picture to
Okay.
me. I can't see.
Okay.
So
Okay.
simple things such as the size of the objects within the frame, the
Okay.
color of things,
Okay.
the brightness, is it really bright? Is it really dark? Is there action going on? What kind of action?
Okay.
There's a woman. Well, what is she like? Is she thin? Is she overweight? Is she young? Is she old? Short hair, long hair, right? You're trying to
Yes.
use as many descriptive terms as you can.
Okay.
All right, Raphael, you are next. Could you describe this one, please?
This is the biggest hamburger I've ever seen in my life. It seems to be a very, uh, it seems to be a black man eating a hamburger with salad, meat, tomatoes. Uh, he's trying the best he could, but I don't think he will be able to bite the whole bread. Uh, uh, he's wearing a white T-shirt, is what it seems. The background, in the background, we can see a door, a wooden door, and some what seems to be some pictures on the left side of the screen. Okay.
Thank you. All right, now you guys are getting better and better. So let me see if I can add anything to this. We see what looks to be a young African American male trying his hardest to hold a huge hamburger, what looks to be a 2-pound beef burger with 2 large buns, lettuce, shredded tomato, onions, and some sort of special sauce which is white in color. He's wearing a white shirt, which is not good if he drops any on him. The wooden door that we see behind him is aged a little bit. It's obviously not a new establishment, and the window is covered in newspapers, blocking the light from entering in. Okay, so it's just using a few more words to provide color to the description, but you guys are doing well. Philip, let's see, what image have I got for you? This one here. Oops, try that again. There we go. Whenever you're ready.
It's a hen. And on her fetus is picking some cereals on the ground. The grass is green. We can say that we are in summer or spring.
How about describing the chicken?
Distinctive thing is the cloth on that hand, and it's yellow and a big with a stain of black.
All right, thank you very much. I wonder if I can get a better sound for the timer. That's so much more peaceful. There we go. All right, stop. All right, Ivan, you're next, and let's see, something a little different here. Yeah, how about this one, Ivan?
This picture shows a friendship with like a group of young people sharing and enjoying their time, taking pictures probably outside their houses, and showing how happy and cheerful they are. Um, we can see three girls and two boys, probably age 10, 8 to 10, and they are on the daylight. Um,
Thank you. All right. Very well done. Very well done.
thank
All
you.
right. We're going to go back to Raul next. And we'll get Raul to talk about this one here. Go ahead, please, Raul.
Okay, there are a pool in it's a blue pool. It's a temporary pool over a green garden out in the backyard of a house of a red house. Is there are one tree besides the next to the pool, and what else? The pool is broken. It's just broken, and what else? There aren't there is nobody in the there is no there aren't anybody in the pool, and we can see at the next door and we can see another house in that is totally empty in the backyard.
Very good. Thank you. Ivan, I'm sorry, I forgot. I wanted to ask you a question. I heard you say young, but you said young. Could you try one more time, please? Young.
Young.
Better. Yeah, in English, it's like when we're yawning. Ugh, young.
Young.
Very good. All right, well, Raphael, we're back to you, and let's see what can I choose this time. Yeah, let's try this one. Raphael, keeping on the water theme.
You can see a picture of I don't want to say a lake, but at least it's not a lake because there is a way out to the sea. What it seems to be a sea. It's hard to describe because it's it's difficult to define the threshold between the sea and the sky and in the horizon. We can see some on the both sides of the screen. We can see some trees, some pine trees, and the water is really, it seems to be clean. It's bright and very transparent. And the day seems to be sunny. The day is sunny and the sky seems to be blue.
All right, thank you. I actually know where this is. I believe this is Vietnam, and that actually is a huge swimming pool at a hotel.
Really?
And yes, the beach is right past the swimming pool.
Okay. Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Philip, it's your turn again.
Yes, I think this is a lake. The lake is green. Is shaped as the shape is like look like France, and is surrounded by trees, and I think it's a pool too. It must be a pool because I see beside some chairs. There is a cement. The floor is not don't have green. It's
Okay, good. So again, some words here to describe this pool. This is what we call an in-ground pool because it's in the ground. It's what we consider a fairly good size home swimming pool. It's got some a fountain in the back, a small fountain with some rocks, ornamental rocks, and with some shrubbery, with some plants, and some lighting for at night. So this is probably a heated swimming pool as well, but we can see the lighting within the pool. And of course, to the back of that, we see various trees and brush. Okay, so some other words there. All right, we're changing things up a little bit more here. This one here, next please, Ivan.
Yes. This picture shows vegetables being harvested. It's like a farm, a little farm outside a backyard, used for, I think, home consumption. It's like an organic farm. There are lettuce and some herbs that I don't know how to name it. And there are also a machine that I can see the wheel.
Very good. And by the way, if you haven't figured out already, I'm typing in the group chat so you can see. If you don't understand some of the words, you can actually see them there. Okay, so thank you very much, Ivan. All right, so yeah, this is what we would consider a home garden. We see lettuce, cabbage, different types of lettuce. Looks like some radishes or beets. The rest I can't really tell. All right, let's go for something a little different. Oh, I shouldn't be showing you guys pictures of my bedroom, but yeah, there it is. As you can tell, I'm a very wealthy man. So who's next? Well, we're starting off with Raul, then we'll go to Raphael, and a lady just joined us, Pauline.
Yes, that's right.
All right, so you'll be coming up in a minute. Each person has a minute to describe the image that you see on the screen. I will be transcribing in the group chat area. Okay, so Raul, you have a minute to describe this image. Go ahead, please.
Okay. We can see a very huge bedroom. That bedroom has a picture at the left side. It has a chair and a mirror in the right side of the bed. It has a, I don't know, the color of the bed is purple. It's very well decorated. It's a very good decoration. Sorry. What else? In the picture that I told you that there is in the bedroom is for a woman. And what else? I don't know.
All right, and the chimes tell us time is up. Very well done. So yes, this is what I would consider to be a very palatial master bedroom.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people have 4-post beds, but they don't have 4 columns that extend to 12+ feet into the room. It's got an incredible amount of crown molding. There's molding on the walls. There's this huge rug surrounding the outside of the bed. We can see it's obviously lived in because we can see a bath towel or a robe on the right side underneath the picture draped over the couch. So very interesting image there. All right, so this image here, as you can tell, we're getting into the home now. Raphael, could you describe this image, please?
This bedroom is simpler than the last one. We can see on the ceiling we can see a fan with 5 pads. I don't know how to say. We can see what seems to be a table over the bed, a breakfast table, and some cushions. What seems to be green. The the walls are it's a mix of pink or gray. I don't know how to describe the color. We can see 2 windows on the background on the wall, and a door on the left wall, a white door, and
Okay, good. By the way, my spelling is going to be off a little bit, and I'm not using proper grammar. I'm just trying to type down everything in point form that I'm hearing from you guys. So yes, we would consider this room to be a modest bedroom. Still a decent size for the average homeowner, but very modest. We don't see anything that looks palatial here. We have a nice wooden bed, perhaps a queen-sized bed with 2 chairs, and a table with another chair on the other side. We see some artwork, some frames, but again, yeah. And those are fan blades coming out of the ceiling fan. All right, looking at this image here, Polenye, it's your turn. You have a minute. Go ahead when you have a chance.
All right. So here, I believe it's a home theater room, kind of, or probably your living room, maybe. So there's the black couches. On the floor is made of wood, and there's the center table that's also made of wood. There's some candles sitting on the table, and the cupboards are really fancy. And there's the fireplace, which looks kind of boxy, but I guess that's how modern fireplace are supposed to look like. And there's a wall clock near the TV. I don't know if it's called a TV because it's bigger. There's some the lights are placed in a way that's I don't know.
Thank you.
I forgot. I don't know how to say it.
Well, let me tell you something. You didn't guess where this is, but it's kind of hard to tell. But notice how there aren't any windows.
Yes.
That is because this is what we call a basement. A basement home theater or living room. It's not really a living room, but in North America, most homes, the foundation is excavated and they cement the floor, so you actually have another living space in the basement.
Is that what they call a man cave?
A man cave is anywhere in the house where essentially it's the man's domain. It's his personal space. It could be a garage. It could be the basement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that there's a little window in the corner. I guess it's the windows that basements have.
Yeah, they have those really, really small ones. That's right, to the very right. But we call it a basement, and yes, it could be a home theater. And as we're going to see from this image here, and I'll get somebody else to describe this, this is another finished basement, and it's done with a very recreational or sporty feel. So, Philip, could you describe this image?
Yes, there are couches, armchairs, coffee table, some pictures on the hall, some shelves, bulbs on the ceiling, and the floor is wooden, wood. There are pillow on the couch. The ceiling is white, and the hall is green, green or yellow. And it's close to the room.
Okay, good. Let me hear you say the word couch.
Couch.
Yeah, couches. So we have the black couches. Now look at the ceiling. We see those lights. There's a special name for those lights. It's a very simple name. They're called pot lights. Okay. So they're also. It's also. We can say it's recessed lighting, but most people call them pot lights. And the floor, it's actually not hardwood. If you look at this one and the other one, you look closely enough, you'll realize it's not a hardwood. It's called either a laminate or a sliding floor. Okay, so it's not real wood. And as you can see, here's another example of a finished basement, but it doesn't have any furniture. And there's one there. All right, let's pick a different image now. Ivan, you've got a minute. Go ahead and describe this one for us, please.
Okay, this is a receipt made of apple, red and green apples, which are dig out of the content and put some fruits inside, and this is like a dessert for a dinner or an event that is coming over. It's a rare dessert. I haven't seen it before, and looks delicious.
Yes, it does. Very yummy. So yeah, somebody carved out some apples, put in some strawberries, some black cherries, and looks like red and white grapes. And wow, does it look spectacular. A lot of work to do that. All right, well, I know it's not exactly football season, but Raul, could you do me a favor and describe this delicious treat that we see before us?
Yes. We can see a stadium made of food. There is, I don't know, sandwiches and bread of different flavors. There is olives as a players. There are olives as a players, and what else? The sandwiches are made of ham and lettuce and tomatoes. This football stadium is in the, I think, is in the kitchen, and there is a lot of bread figures of cars and people.
Yeah, no, this is very expensive and it's quite huge. I mean, it looks delicious. My goodness, I wish I could jump in there and just enjoy that delicious stadium. All right, something a little different, sticking with our food theme. Raphael, what do we have here? Go ahead and tell us.
Can see some eggs in the shape of ornamented eggs like little chickens. I don't know how I can say. Uh, yes, little chicks, and on a plate, and they. We can see what else. It's what seems to be uh, a table, and they are sliced, and what seems to be some kind of um, lettuce on a, I don't know.
Yeah, well, these are what we call deviled eggs, but these are very fancy ones. So they're made to look like baby chicks just coming out of the eggs, waiting to be eaten. And their noses, I believe, are made out of cheese. I couldn't imagine it being anything other than cheese. And yeah, thank you very much. All right, next image, Polina. Oh, no, this one here. You've got a minute to describe that image.
Okay, so I forgot their name, but here we have a picture of an actress, and her face is edited. So kind of like her face is shrinked and looks smaller on her. Yeah, it's Jennifer. Okay, so she has blonde hair, and she's wearing some silver earrings. And she has blue eyes. And it looks kind of weird. I don't know why someone would do this to her face, but I guess she looks fine.
Well, whoever did it to this poor guy too. So, hey, there's weird people out there. So yeah, it definitely looks weird. Apparently what they've done in this case is they've distorted the mouth, whereas here they took her eyes, nose, and mouth, everything which is correct, and they've shrunk that down, but that is probably her face, I believe. Yes. So interesting indeed. Okay, let's see if I can find something a little different. Here we go. This is cute. Philip, could you describe this craziness that you see?
Yes, I can see that this is a zebra. A zebra with strips on his body, on each body, with large ears. He sits on his feet. He sits on his feet, and there is a lawn. He's on a lawn, and but his ears is very large.
Something else strange going on here.
And just see the lawn. And,
Are those the feet of a zebra?
yeah, it's with the strips on her body.
I've never been to Africa, but I know zebras don't quite look like that. That's a strange zebra. All right. Okay, so this picture here, Ivan, can you describe this creature for me?
This picture is a distortion. It's a kind of face shark with the body of a rhinoceros. And this is peculiar. It's a shark rhinoceros running over the desert in order to hunt some prey. And we can see the in the picture that the sun is shining all over the place, and it's on the it's next to a tree, and it's funny.
Yeah, I think a rhino's scary enough without seeing one with the face of a shark. That's pretty scary. You can see the other rhino looking and thinking like, what the heck is that? Yeah. All right. Well, on to the next round. Raul, I'm going to actually show you something pretty normal. Nothing so strange here. But if you could describe this image for us, please.
Okay. Okay, then we can see a dog, but with the body of a face cat, and it's a head and a face of a cat with two feet of with the feet of a dog, and is in the edge of the river or lake, I don't know. And what else? It's a funny picture. And I think he's seeking some food or some mouse to eat. I don't know.
Yeah, very strange. I'm not sure if it flies or if it swims or if it just waddles around.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're not going to describe this animal. That's just silly. Also silly again. Oh, something normal, finally. Okay. Raphael, best of luck.
You see, I have a box of eggs with a head, with faces, and they are representing different feelings, different emotions. Some of them are looking to each other, and maybe with a different. With one of them, some of them with some kind of awareness. Some of them are defined happy or angry, and maybe they are pretending something. They are willing to do something. I don't know. And okay.
Thank you. I really don't have anything to add here other than their faces have been morphed onto spheres and been put into a carton of eggs. Very strange. That's silly too. Yeah, I'm gonna go. No. Yeah, let's go ahead with this. No, that's silly. It's too silly. This is much more like it. All right. Bolañe.
Okay, so here we have it's a big cat. I think it's a tiger, but it doesn't have its stripes, and he's blended with an owl. So like he has a body of an owl and the face of a tiger, and he kind of looks like a polar bear. It's just because it's white. I really think it's a tiger.
Yeah, I don't know what country you're from, but in my country, tigers don't have wings.
Oh.
You know, I'm just saying.
Oh, like just the face,
Yeah.
And the owl, I kind of like know some species of owl, so I think this one is a barn owl because it has dots on its belly, but I'm not sure. It might be something else.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, I don't know too much. I mean, to me, it kind of looks like a lion, but you know, it's been distorted a little bit, so it's hard to say. Yeah, we're not going to do that. That's just silly. All right, so we're changing again. We're going back to home-related stuff. Philip, it's your turn. Go ahead, please.
Yes, this seems as a cottage in the bush with many trees surrounded it. Is I don't think there are people living there. The windows and there is a tree planted in the center of the house. So there is a veranda, a balcony. There is a balcony with a.
Thank you. This is actually what we would call a tree fort, a rather elaborate tree fort, but a tree fort nonetheless. And I bet that's not to scale. I don't even believe that's probably in the tree. It might be photoshopped. But yeah, that's for children. It's quite amazing, really. All right. Ivan, it's your turn. Yeah, a tree house. A tree fort, a tree hut. Yeah, tree house. All
Okay.
kind of the same thing. Go ahead, Ivan.
This is a picture taken on the moon. And this is an astronaut being walking on the moon, collecting items, some kind of dust and evidence, and they next take to Earth. And this is a U.S. astronaut. And behind him it's the moon, an isolated landscape. You cannot see anything but dust and rocks, little rocks. And from the helmet we can see.
Thank you. So yeah, it's definitely an old picture because nobody's been back to the moon in a while. I think that's about to change. The Russians, the Chinese, the Americans, and who knows, maybe even Europe are definitely interested in going to the moon. So competition is great. Let's see who gets there again, or the first to get there this century. All right, this image here, Raul. Raul.
Sorry, I don't have the mic. We can see a baseball player, and he's about to receive a ball from the pitcher, and he's about to make a hit. I think so. I hope so. And he's in a baseball stadium. We can see that it's in the night. The match is in the night, and there is a. We cannot see if there are much people, or because the lights cannot allow to distinguish that. And what else? I think is the. Sorry.
Thank you. All right, I'm blinded here because now the sun's come out and it's shining me in the eyes. All right, so something a little different here. Oh, yeah. Let's do this one here. All right, Raphael, what's going on here?
I can see a hockey team. They are maybe the Canadian team, and they are celebrating the victory. Maybe they have received the golden medal. Maybe chanting some. And they are celebrating, and they are so the stands are full. The crowd is full. There are many. All seats seems to be occupied. Uh, they are looking. They are looking up. What it seems to be. Maybe they are singing their anthem, their Canadian anthem, and they seem to be very happy. Mm, they might have won the championship. And yeah,
Wow, that's a lot of typing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think this is the Canadian team. I mean, those guys are always getting gold, or it's usually between them and the Russians, and who's kidding who? It's between the Canadians and the Russians and the Swedes. Those are the big medal players in international hockey. All right. Oh, non-hockey here. Bunye, what do we see here?
So here we have a soccer player and or football player, I don't know, and he's about to strike the ball, to kick the ball. He's probably going for the goal, and there's no one on the field. There's no one on the stadium. And this picture looks very photoshopped, I believe it is, and he looks kind of like the president of Russia for some reason. His face. Putin, I guess his name was.
Putin.
I don't know how to pronounce his name, but yeah. And the skies are pretty flat. It looks photoshopped again. Also the shadow underneath him looks fake too. The grass, everything looks kind of fake, but I believe the goal is going to be pretty real.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? It does kind of look like Putin a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, if it was Putin, he'd probably be riding topless on a horse. That's more of what he looks like.
Yeah, that's more like him.
More the rugged outdoors kind of guy than kicking around silly little balls. All right, so now let's go for something different here. Yeah, there we go. Philip, what do we have here?
Okay, if a man, I don't know if he's angry or if he's talking to an audience. He has large eyes with the cheek, and the nose, all are very large, open, and but the cheek are up to his ears, and we cannot even see those ears. Just see the eyes with the eyebrow, his nostril, nostril.
Yeah, that is
Very,
strange. Yeah, you did very
strange.
well. Very strange photo. All right, so let's see what I can get for Ivan here. Ah, here we go. Nothing strange about that photo. Ivan, what do you see?
Four pets were hung up um, in order to dry them up with little baby clothes. And they are two Labradors. I think the four are Labradors, two brown and two black ones. It's a lovely picture, very cute. And these puppies are resting also.
Not much else they can do, can they?
Nothing.
No. Okay, well, you've got 2 seconds and time's up. So perfect. Raul here. Yeah, I guess you're going to describe dinner or breakfast here, or what's going on here?
I can see it's well, okay. We can see one cat, one a little cat, and two little dogs. They are sitting on in a bank or chair in the park. I don't know, a chair in the park. There is a lot of flowers around of them. The chair is white. The dogs are yellow. The cat is some combination of black with black with white. And what else? Mm, they might be friends because they are so comfortable.
Yeah, they might be friends, or the next scene could be really messy.
Yeah.
Raphael, I'm going to give you a cool image this time. Raphael, let's give you the strange ones. What do you see here, Raphael?
I can see a dog wearing glasses, sunglasses, fancy sunglasses, by the way. He seems to be very serious. Maybe he's not really happy. His face is not really happy with the picture. Maybe he doesn't like take pictures. We can see, or maybe this picture is for some document. I don't know. What else? The background, we can see some surface. I don't know how to describe it. It's white and on the middle and on the borders it's brown. I don't know. And his fur seems to be, I don't want to say golden, but it's brown. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. All right. Boligny, look at this one here. What is this? What do we got here? Is it a bird, or is it a plane, or is it something else?
Helicopter. So we probably have like really a custom-made helicopter, I guess, and it was made to look like an eagle. That's really weird, and so yeah, the paint job has like the face of an eagle, and there's people in the background. I guess they're trying to take pictures of it, and also to see if it will fly like an eagle, I guess. The window are like round, but it looks really weird because I've never seen a chopper helicopter look like that before, but maybe they did that to resemble the beak or something, or maybe it's to accommodate to pilots, I guess.
Yeah, you know, when I first saw this, I thought, hey, it's cool, but the more I looked at it, the more I thought, guys, you screwed up a helicopter. You should have just painted it green.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice idea, but I don't think they've been successful. They haven't quite pulled it off.
No, it looks weird.
Yeah. Oh, it's the end of the world. Awesome picture. Philip, why don't you lead us off with the end of the world?
Yeah, is a light with a fire, with flame burning the earth, something coming from the earth, I can say. And it's like a volcan, like an eruption, with who throw away a big stone looking like earth. And in behind.
Okay, so what we have here, well, if I saw this, I think there's only one thing you could possibly say. Oops. That's a rather large planetoid, or planetesium, or dwarf planet, that is colliding with Earth. Now, this is what we would call a catastrophic event. Very bad things obviously happening here. So, yeah, very well done. Okay, yeah, no, not interesting, not interesting. No, which is scary, that one that hasn't been photoshopped or this one here. No, let's go with that one there. No, come on, we've already done those. Let's do something a little different, a little more original. Here we go. Nothing beats a baby sandwich. I mean, literally, a baby sandwich. Go ahead, Ivan. Whenever you're ready, Ivan. Okay, Ivan has left the planet. Well, then let me describe this. Here we see a rather young man, maybe in his 30s. He's obviously quite hungry. He's got a white bun, white baby with some lettuce, and he's proceeding to start eating. I don't know if it's photoshopped or not. If it isn't photoshopped, it's well done because you can see the bread in his mouth. You can see his hands on it. And it looks like the baby's got its foot on the desk. I mean, obviously the baby's not very comfortable. I don't think this is a very, very friendly shot. But we can see the man. He's got short black hair. He's recently shaved. He's wearing a red jersey or sweater with two white stripes down it and pink collars and cuffs. The baby has a little bit of hair. My time's up. Wow. Can't believe it. You guys are timing me as well. We see a drink with a salt and pepper shaker and a plate. I sense that there's alcohol involved in this picture here. Otherwise, why would you think making a sandwich out of a baby is a good idea? All right, guys. Well, we've got a few minutes left, but I want to say thank you. I'm doing a lot with this subject. I have a lot of classes on Describe What You See. Each class I generally bring different images. Today we were focusing on the house, bedrooms, palatial, modest, different types, different sizes. We were looking at the backyard with vegetables, with swimming pools. All about things that we see in our daily lives, but to describe them. And I like to use the example of describing it to a blind person. Another example might be describing it to a home renovation guy. So I think I have another class coming up on Friday. And I also do a round of 20 questions. I'm going to be having more classes at this time, but this is, I think Friday is my next class. But if you want to see what other classes I'm teaching, go to the home page and select classes and select the teacher, and you'll see what I've got coming up. But they generally sell out pretty quickly. Do you guys have any questions for me?
No.
No, not really.
Okay.
Teacher, when you teach writing classes?
No, I don't do writing classes because, and I'll be brutally honest, I don't get a lot of students coming into the writing classes. And if I don't maintain essentially a full class and I can't pick the times, I don't have flexibility over the time, so I generally only teach classes that get me full sessions. If you need help with writing, I would suggest getting me as your private tutor, and then I can set up a lesson plan. I can help you and do one-on-one. But no, I Classes I teach a lot of are geography. I teach mostly conversational classes where basically you guys get to do most of the talking. I'll help
What
with
about
pronunciation.
pronunciation?
Pronunciation. I do pronunciation classes as well, but what I tend to do, if I hear you guys saying things wrong, I will jump in from time to time and help you. But yes, I do pronunciation classes, especially the ED suffix or the T, the D, and the TH sound.
Excuse me, I actually have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How long does each class take? Everything is just an hour, or?
Well, I'd say 55 minutes to an hour. If we have back-to-back classes, we generally leave at about 55-minute mark, so that way we can get the other one set up. But yes, classes are standard 55 minutes to 60 minutes. Private sessions are the same time. Okay,
thank you.
Now, when there's only about 5 of you in the class, you get a lot of face time. In a full class, you don't. So it depends. If you're an advanced student, you're looking for certain help with pronunciation, you want to have an assessment. If you're looking for help with presentations, with writing, then I certainly recommend picking a teacher to provide you with custom classes.
Oh yeah, I mean, I actually currently have one, so I was just like trying to further improve my English, no.
No, that's terrific. But guys, I should get going because it's 1 minute past, and that means I'm keeping you guys late from your next class. I do try to finish on time because I know some students, they hate leaving